Dear MrPokke, try this new Uma mini game for fun. Oh, is that so? I'll try easy then. I see. I feel like it's Valentine Bourbon. Oh, it's not by costumes. I feel that it is probably most likely going to be this buckle right here. Oh. Is the giantess Uma? That's fucking crazy, bro. Okay, I know this though. I know this. Right, bro, easy. Oh. Okay. Oh, but this is hella easy, bro. What is the rapper horse name again? What is the rapper horse name? Fuck, I forgot what is the rapper horse name. Is Blade? Okay. I forgot what is rapper. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna try this. And there it is. I knew that, by the way. I knew that, right? What is this? This is definitely Okay, it's not Manhattan Cafe. It's like I think it's probably like. I think this is most likely going to be basically. I think at the end of the day, it is essentially going to be at the end of the day. I do believe that this at the end of the day is going to be at the end of the day though. All right, in the end of every single day, I do need to go ahead and just go for a little bit more of a deep thought process right here. So I kind of need to just ponder a little bit more for this particular choice right here, which is going to be really, 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 really intense because I do need to make the right choice if I can say so myself. So I do wonder that at the end of the day for this particular horse right here, I think there are a lot of factors to consider for this particular horse, for this particular Uma. So if I want to narrow down my choices a little bit more with regards to which Uma is this going to be coming from, we do need to take a look at a more defined reason of why this Uma is gonna be wearing this shoe right here. Because number one, that is going to be a black shoe. Right, a black shoe is a sign of a very, very important sign, because if a shoe is going to be black, then that means that the blackness is going to be on the shoe. All right, so that's number one. And then number two, if you take a closer look, that is gonna be having white laces over here, right? And if we do have ourselves white laces on the golden shoes over here, I believe that we do have ourselves a little bit more of the golden signs on the shoe. So that means that this is gonna be having white laces, black shoes, the golden patterns around on both the soles as well as the label for this particular shoe right here, which means that we can actually narrow down our choices towards Umas that basically have the black shoes on this particular rotation. And at this very moment, I did realize that the Uma is going to be having the black socks. In fact, that is going to be a high rise socks right here. So I think that at the end of the day,
this Uma isn't even in global.
So I see. But the good thing about the fact that this Uma not being on global means that I actually would prove to be a better knowledge in terms of Uma Musume, because I know exactly who this shoe is actually talking about right here, because this is pretty much gonna be a definitive answer as to another reason why we are gonna be taking a look at this particular case of the gold right here, which means that if we do have ourselves a little bit more of this particular instance of this shoe, if you just take a look at a closer look right here, right? if you just take a look at a closer look right here, I do believe that at the end of the day, we do want to make a little bit more of a defined definition, if I can say so myself, for this particular instance, because the answer for this shoe right here is going to be a very, very close-knit example of which one of this is going to be able to help us get to the answer in which it is going to be coming close to a closer potential possibility right here, which is going to be in this particular scenario, because it is very hard for us to get into a very interesting situation in which I kind of want to just lock down a little bit more for this particular spot. You know what's actually insane? The actual insane thing about this particular image is that I do see a little bit more of a significance right here, which is going to help us limit the potential thingamabob, because the thingamabob is going to be coming down into a very, very close amount of different deck building over there, and we do actually have ourselves the answer right here, because I believe I have essentially found myself the answer right here, because I do believe that the answer for this shoe is actually in front of our very, very eyes, because if a true Uma Musume enjoyer is gonna be able to know who this shoe is gonna be, I have actually found the answer right here, and the answer is going to be Espoir City. Final answer, lock the fuck. And there it is, chat! And there it is. And there it is. Who doubted? Who doubted, chat? Who doubted? Who doubted? Oh, not me? Bro, I always knew that I had it in me, but I always know and deem myself as an Uma Musume expert, if I can say so myself. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go on to the next shoe right here. Okay, so for this particular example, I'm gonna keep it about, it is a very, very classic case of what needs to be locked in, because at the end of the day, for this particular Uma Musume, the answer is honestly very, very simple, since we do already figure a very huge particular clue right here, and the answer is going to be stay gold, because gold is going to be staying on the oh shit, I see. So for this particular instance right here, I don't believe that I will be able to get this wrong, because if I do in fact get this wrong, then something is gonna be a little bit silly when it comes to the additional thingamabob right here, which is pretty much going to help us come to a closer conclusion, because I believe that in the exact closer conclusion for this Uma is actually going to help us get a little bit more of a better understanding. Okay, as a matter of fact, you know, I think this is honestly a little bit too much of a little bit of a thingamabob right here, so I'm just gonna go in with this answer if that is gonna be correct, because let's just take a look. Oh, I knew that, by the way. Oh, I already knew that, right? I was just teasing, chat, if I can say so myself. So let's just go on to the, oh, okay, everybody knows this, right? Okay, come on guys, come on, right? If you don't know this, you might as well just don't play the game, right? That's like asking who is like reading, right? Okay, but anyways, that is in fact going to be a very, very, very interesting shoe right here, and let me just kindly tell you guys the answer for this particular shoe immediately, because I do believe the answer of this shoe is actually really, really easy, because the end of the day for this particular shoe, the answer is actually going to come down to a very, very close amount of confirmation for this little thingamabob, in which I'm just gonna be calling this as Furicio, and there it is, guys, right? That's why they call me Mr. Uma, right? And then afterwards, okay, this is basically the face of the game, so everybody will basically know this. You're absolutely fucking welcome, because I'm actually not tourist. And then last but not least, right, this shoe is that Oguri Kabu actually? It kind of reminds me a little bit about Oguri Kabu, if I can say so myself. And you know what? I don't even need to say so myself, because that is definitely gonna be Oguri Kabu. Because I remember from watching the anime, she has those additional shoes to make her a little bit strong, and there it is, right? So with that, a whopping 7 out of 10, guys. A whopping 7 out of 10. You are in fact a shoe expert. Amazing observation skills. Let me know what you guys think of in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, and see you guys on the clip channel. I want to try this for myself. Feel free to come here. I don't really get what seems to be the commotion, guys, because I literally got a 7 out of 10. Right, lyrical is 7 out of 10. So what seems to be the answer, right? Okay, but anyways, yo, the favorite reference is, yep, I already saw it, so that's very, very cool. You have cool your last cool, my man.